In a meeting taking place somewhere in the Green Federation is a meeting of nations between the four nations of the GBYO of the Greens, Blues, Yellows, and the Orange Kingdom. The leaders are having a secret meeting on the state of the war. So far, the war has been going well for the Alliance. The Orange Kingdom has been established. The Yellows have kicked out the invaders from their lands and are, with the help of the Greens, invaded the Purple mainland. And the Blues have conquered a third of the territory of the Greens. But the war seems still far from over. And so the Green Federation President, Paul, calls a conference with the leaders of the Yellows led by President Nantu, the Green, the Orange King Orano, and the Blue King himself, King George III. This meeting is of importance. So, gentlemen, as the Green President calls, we have a lot of important things to discuss, and I'm glad all of you were able to take up this meeting on this fine day of the war. The Blue King, yes, we know. Well, but what is this about? So we're on about the war, isn't it? Yes, indeed it is, as the Green President claims. As you all know the situation, the Reds, the Greys, and the Orange rebels, and even the Purples are at the back foot. Though they seem to not believe that despite of everything, we have been able to take territory from them and have defeated most of the invasions, but the war is still not over. As you see from reports, my boys in the seas are fighting a brutal sea battle against them, and my Marines are taking island after island from them, from the Reds. The Yellows and our forces in the Purple mainland are fighting a brutal attritional war against the Purple Horde. And apparently, for what I've heard King George, your forces are having trouble with the new Great Jasmine Light, aren't you not? Yes. Unfortunately, it seems that the Jasmine Light is.
That means shoot in his general direction, even if you don't see him. Don't fucking wait for him to pop his head.
It seems that the new general. It seems that the new Jasmine Light is even more powerful than even anything we've seen before. I've got reports that our forces attacked Monte Casino, and it went badly. We're gonna have a new threat to this too. And what of you, Orano? Well, things have been grinding. Our civil war against the rebels is proceeding with Operation Templar, thanks to the Blue Ace. We haven't heard reports of if it's successful or not, though I'm hearing some promising reports from our forces defeating the rebels near Tobruk. But as we know, Redwell is tough. The war is very draining on our resources, and we would be glad to give you the plasticium from our mines, but the war is something that. Yes, we all know. So, no, we know how important the mines are to the final war effort. So I brought this conference here on planning the final offensives against our enemies. Our enemies are stretched thin. The Reds are fighting a brutal naval war against us, fighting island battles against us. They can barely even supply their own troops in the Orange mainland. The Greys are at the breaking point, and with enough force, I bet we can take the Jacksons and fight defeating Greys. But as he was saying that, he's interrupted by the Yellow President. I am not sure about that. I've been getting casualty reports from my men in the Purple mainland, and they're not been pretty, Paul. all. The Purple Horde is recruiting as many people as they can to fill their losses. And losses. And even though we have many men as well of ourselves, we are not as much as the Purples. Purples. My men are planning two huge offensives. One against the Khartoum and Eden Ali, and another against Pavic Harbor. Yes, Pavic Harbor. We know how bad that's going to be. But right now, we have to break the alliance. At least by next year. But Armada says, but how? Even if we are able to defeat at least the rebels, the Greys can still just send reinforcements to them, or at least the Reds. That's where we have a new source. As you may have recalled in some of our battles, we were able to get information on the plans of the Reds, and were able to use them to our advantage. Don't you remember, Arano? Yes, yes, that information was helpful in at least warning us about Red Mill and making sure our losses were as dead as they are. Why, yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard this source. It also helped us with the Greys, and also not just helped us with the Southern Blue Islands, but also with the Breakout. So I wonder who would be betraying the alliance of the Greys, Purples, and Reds for this. That's who I want you guys to meet. And on cue, a red officer comes in. What? A red officer? Wait, of all of them, I would have thought even at least a gray, but a red? Why? The red officer is Makarov. And Makarov explains, Good evening, gentlemen. You may be wondering why a red like myself is somehow willing to betray the motherland. Well, I see the current premier of my nation as a fool. He led us to an unfruitful war against countries that we should be allied with, looking up to the yellows, and brought us into a devastating war that have nothing but drained us of our men and resources. We have forgotten our ways as a red people, and he will lead us thus to a destruction as the war continues. I merely want to speed up the process of our defeat, so future generations of our red people don't suffer his foolishness. Huh. And so I would presume you would have also given not just the information from the red command, but also the grays? Yes. I am part of the high command intelligence for the Red of the Alliance. Got most all the information of everyone. This is why I'm here. To warn you of a grand offensive by the Reds.
Very suspicious.
Huh? You see, the Red Premier plans on a grand offensive against all of you. He plans to send huge armies to not just the Orange mainland to support Red Mill, but also more reinforcements to the Greens, and also towards the Blue Kingdom. What? When is this supposed to happen? In a few months' time. He plans on sending this force to finally help the Greys destroy the Blues. He believes he could gain supremacy over them and have the Greys be indebted to him. I am here to warn you of such things, and also to tell you that we also is plans in the Red Nation of a coup led by me. So you are planning a coup against the Red Premier? Affirmative. And why I'm here is because I want your full support. That when I'm able to overthrow that scumbag, you would release all tariffs from the Red mainland, and I would be able to have normal relations with you once more like before. The other leaders think on this, and the Yellow President asks, and how are we to know that you won't have imperial inspirations like the last one? Because I don't care for for war, sir. Sir, I've lost my brother in this war, and I don't blame you. He was betrayed by someone I used to call a friend in the Red High Command, and it was thanks to that betrayal that I understood that this war is wrong. When I gain control of the Red Nation, I will ensure peace for all of us. I cannot say for the Orange Rebels or for the Greys, but I want to make an effort to make the Reds get out of this war. I think we can all benefit from that. For a moment, all of them think on this, and the Orange King responds, "Well, I accept it. An ally of an enemy against the Reds, Red Premier is a friend of mine. If he's willing to give us an edge against them and warn us of the Reds' intentions, then I'm more than happy to have him as an ally. Just like how you helped me take out the Sultanate." The Green says, "As you know, I already accepted it. I want to end of this war as much as all of you, and he will give us the best of it. Until he's able to do the coup, we would have to defeat the Red reinforcements to our lands in the coming months." And finally, the Blue King. Very well, very well. I have some inhibitions about this, but this is the best course of action. Thank you for the information, and I hope you're not uncovered by your enemies in the Red Command. Don't worry, I've been in the Red Intelligence for a while. I won't be caught. And luckily for you, I have friends in the High Command that was rid of the Premier and the end to this war as much as you. And the Yellows say,
Quite
"Oh
unexpected."
wait, before you go, are the Reds going to attack us again? Again? But Makarov says, "Not likely. I've heard reports of some raids, but nothing of the invasion I can see before the war. Don't worry. Don't worry, President. You won't have to worry about invasion from us. It's everyone else who has to worry." And so, the Green President Paul makes a statement for everyone. As you see, gentlemen, the war will end
Quite
one way or the other.
unexpected.
Unfortunately, it's going to lead to more plastic blood before it ends. And thanks to our ally Makarov, it may spell the end of this war far sooner than our enemies think. And so, this is the conference of the Allies, and a surprising development of it, but also of his warnings of the Reds going into the Greys and the Orange Mainlands and Greens. So we'll see how things goes in the summer and right up to autumn. See you guys in the next battle. See ya.